So let's talk about negative people. How to handle negative people, how to free yourself from negative and toxic people, difficult people, and how to stop attracting them into your life. So my name's Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into this video. I'm having a good day. Sitting out here watching the beautiful red rocks that seem to always change colors depending on the clouds in the sky, depending on the way the sun is hitting the different rocks. And it makes me thankful to be alive. So if you're having a tough day and you clicked on this video because you saw the title about negative people, difficult people, just think about the fact that we're alive. And think about the fact that the universe is so perfect that it's able to create these literally incredible red rocks, incredible oceans, incredible forests, and quite frankly, it created you. And you happen to live in a planet that is just the right distance away from the sun, that is, the temperature allows human life, and you're alive. You live in probably the best time in human history to be alive. And there's a lot of good things to look forward to. And I think this is a very important video because, quite frankly, there's a lot of negative people in the world. There's a lot of unhappy people in the world. And I'm going to help you free yourself from their energy. So if you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button on this to send this out into the YouTube universe so more people can hear this message. And let's dive right into it. So first of all, let's see it for what it is, right? It's not your job to get other people to like you. You have to be okay with people not liking you. And you have to be okay with other people being negative. And you have to be okay with other people talking crap. It doesn't mean you put up with it. It doesn't mean you allow yourself to be abused. But when you free yourself from the mental energy of trying to figure out why somebody doesn't like you, when you free yourself from the mental energy of trying to figure out why somebody's being mean or negative, then you actually literally move off their energy plane. And negative people are just a frequency pattern. When you don't like who you are, and you don't like your choices that you made in your life, and you're overwhelmed with stress, and you don't know how to get it out properly, you don't know how to talk to people about it, you don't watch positive videos, you don't see therapists, you don't journal, you have so much pain inside of you that you project it onto other people because you're so uncomfortable that you have to create drama and project the energy just to feel less miserable momentarily. And that's really what a truly negative person is. So first of all, you have to see it for what it is. And when you're able to see it for what it is, you can almost have compassion for them. Right? Because you're like, yeah, this person's mean. Yeah, this person's negative, but this person's also miserable. Two things out of that. When you realize that, what's the point in arguing with them? What's the point in allowing it to negatively affect you? And then what's the point in being mean back to them or making them wrong, right? They have problems and they have issues. And this leads me to the second point that I want to talk about, which is, why are you attracting this? I believe everything happens for a reason, and I believe that lessons repeat until we learn them. So a question to ask is, why are you attracting this? I remember earlier in my career on YouTube, I used to see so many negative comments, and I used to really engage with them. I'd either argue back with them or I'd explain to them why they're wrong. And it bothered me. I was like, look, I'm trying to do something positive. Why are you so mean? Why are you such an a-hole? And it would bother me. I don't know if it was a voice in my head, but it said, why are you attracting this? And I thought about it. Why am I attracting people that are attacking me? And I found my answers. And so ask yourself, why are you attracting negative people? Why are you attracting toxic people? What is it that the universe is trying to show you? Negative people are just a signpost that are trying to teach you something. It might be teaching you how to love yourself. It might be teaching you how to let go. It might be teaching you how to have self-respect. It might be teaching you how to stop seeking validation from people. Because it might be someone you used to love and respect. Maybe you still do love them, but they've got issues and they don't know how to deal with them. And so they come at you constantly, and maybe it's the universe trying to teach you how to let go. I don't know what it is. I mean, you only know what it is. But the lessons repeat until we learn them. And often they'll repeat with new people, right? We'll be like, fine, I'm not going to see Billy anymore. I'm closing that door. And then the next month, the next year, then you meet Jeffrey. And Jeffrey's just as much of an a-hole as Billy was. And it's pretty much the same cycle, right? Because the lessons repeat until we learn them. So what might it be trying to teach you? Might it be self-confidence? Might it be self-respect? Might it be to go somewhere new? Do something different? What is it trying to teach you? So another way to look at this is life happening to you or for you? And a lot of times when we're met with negative people, we actually become a victim to it in our own minds. So when life is happening to you, you're a victim. Why is this happening? Why do they keep doing this? Why don't they be nice? Why don't they change? Why don't they get better? Why? And we actually become a victim to it, which is resistance, which means we perpetuate it and we stay on the vibratory pattern of it. So we continue to attract it. Versus life happening for you. So life happening for you would be, I'll give you an example. My goal has always been, I've talked about it many times on this channel, when I dropped out of college, was be a multimillionaire author, speaker, inspiring millions of people around the world. When I dropped out of college as a freshman. It was a long journey to get there. And I was writing books. My first one was self-published, sold that out of the trunk of my car, and I was trying to build my career. And then I got a book deal with Penguin Random House, the #1 English publishing company in the world. And I was trying to build the other aspects of my business. And I attracted this individual that I thought, seemed really cool. And he ended up, he was a college speaker, a very successful one. And so I paid him the majority of the rest of my savings, which wasn't much, as I was building my career. And he took off with my money. And I was so mad about it. Obviously, I thought this guy was like my role model or like a person I wanted to be like. And he took off with my money. I also didn't have a plan anymore because he was going to teach me how to be a college speaker and how to market myself to become a college speaker. And, then I'd start making a bunch of money and live happily ever after. But then that was gone. The rug was pulled out from under me. And I was so mad for a couple weeks and depressed. I was in the life is happening to me. Why is this happening? Why did they do this? Why is he such a bad person? Why wouldn't he just give me my money back? Why am I blah, 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 blah. And I was lying in bed in the middle of the night, and I said to my wife, she was my girlfriend then. And I said, I don't even want to be a college speaker. I'm just doing it because I thought that's like one of the only ways I could make consistent money. I said, I hate the fact that I dropped out of college, so all the schools want to censor me. I hate the fact that I can't talk spiritually. I have to talk like very grounded, like, you've got to play within the rules. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And then I finally was inspired to do YouTube, and where I could be who I am, say what I wanted, and have fun and communicate my message, my work, market and promote myself, all these things on my own terms. Ended up, it was the best thing that ever happened to me in the history of the world. And I ended up going viral on YouTube and, reaching millions of people, making millions of dollars, and all these things. If that negative person didn't come into my life, none of it would have happened. And my healing, where I finally went from life is happening to me to for me, I was sitting with Ashley and I said, I I was still really angry at this guy. And I said to Ashley, you know what? I am so grateful that Billy Bob, I'm just making a name up, did that to me. It was almost like God did it to me, because God had a different plan for me in my life. And I was so naive and I was so ignorant, I couldn't see it. And so I wanted to follow this individual into college speaking, but that wasn't my path. It wasn't my destiny. And so God had to bring this person into my life to screw me over, to push me in a new direction. And I was like, I'm so grateful that he did that to me. I've made so much more money than he took from me. And even if it would have worked out with him, I wouldn't have been happy because I was censoring myself to be a college speaker. And so looking back, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. That was when I officially went from 2 versus 4. And I could feel it, life is happening to me versus life happening for me. And I could feel it energetically released from me. Like all this unconscious anger I still held towards this individual was just gone. Because I realized the point of that person, that negative person, that toxic person, that bad boy, the point of him wasn't to steal from me. On an ordinary level of consciousness, that's what it looked like. But actually, the point of it was actually to prosper me, to increase the quality of my life drastically, to give me my dream house, and do it on my own terms, where I'm not like the professors, like, please, come on, let me come on, can you pay me to do a motivational speech? It changed my life. I didn't have to play by the rules anymore. And so this negative person was actually the most positive person, one of the most positive people that ever came into my life. And so I invite you to consider that, because once you're able to drop your resistance to the people that keep showing up in your life, that's when you free yourself from the hold they have on you. And that's when you find out why the universe is bringing them into your life. Because it might be that this negative person keeps coming into your life because the reality is you're at a job you hate. And you keep having these negative people because the universe is trying to make you quit to go start your dream business, right? Or it might be that you keep settling in romantic relationships, but you're too afraid to be alone. And so you keep having these negative people in relationships because the universe is trying to finally make you say, come on, go on your own for a little while. Find out who you are, right? Because the universe is conspiring on your behalf, even when it presents negative people. Negative people don't come into your life out of nowhere. They come from the universe for a higher purpose. And in order to complete the cycle of karma, you have to ask yourself, why is this happening? What's the best reason that this is occurring? Because believe me, there is a good reason that it's happening. I don't know what it is. It might be just to help teach you compassion. It might be about kindness. It might be about letting go. It might be about forgiveness. It might be about walking away. It might be about moving to a new city. It might be about starting a new job. It might be about leaving this very toxic person. I don't know what it is, but there's a reason that it's happening. So basically, negative people are like quicksand. Quicksand, when you're in it and you try to fight it, that's when you sink faster. And you're supposed to let go when you're in quicksand. And negative people are kind of like quicksand, because if you keep trying to fight it on the surface level and you argue, why are you like this? Or, yeah, well, you say that. Well, I say this. or you just try to stay where you are. Wow, just try to keep dealing with it. The more you stay in that, the more you basically sink deeper into their vibration. Once you detach from reactionary consciousness and you realize that it's happening for a reason, a spiritual reason, and it's actually not trying to harm you. See, this person might be trying to harm you, but this person is just a conduit of God. They're a conduit of the universe, and the universe is trying to help you. It's trying to teach you something. It's trying to help you in some way. And so once you let go of fighting back, once you let go of trying to validate yourself to them, once you let go of trying to get them to like you, once you let go of trying to be right, who cares? You don't need to be right. They may be the type of person that needs to be right, and it's so toxic. Why do you need to be right back? They have issues. They have problems, and you're not going to solve them by trying to be right, by arguing back, by trying to validate yourself, by trying to explain yourself. There's just some battles that aren't worth fighting on this level. And the way to really win the battle is to disengage from the battle, move from reaction consciousness, find out what God is trying to tell you or teach you. And when you find that, this person, and you find that answer, this person will either disappear from your life, you'll move in a new direction in your life, or the person will change entirely because you've realized the higher purpose behind it, so the energy in the relationship will shift. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If it spoke to you, make sure you hit the like button on this video right over there to send this out into the YouTube universe so more people see it. Take a deep breath, go like this. And just take another deep breath. Go. And when you can remember to take a deep breath, and you can remember that other people can't take away your own happiness, they can't take away your freedom, they can't take away your joy. And when you remember that they don't need to change for your life to get better, you're totally free. Wayne Dyer has a quote that he used to say. He would say, if you think other people are the problem, you're going to have to send the whole world to the psychiatrist before you can get any better. That's a good one, right? So if you think that this negative person is your problem, you're going to have to duct tape them, put them in the back of the car, and drop them off at the psychiatrist until they get better. Otherwise, your life's never going to get better. They're not the problem, they're the teacher. And I don't know what they're trying to teach you, but take a deep breath and just remember, you're loved. God loves you. Life is good. Think about one thing you're grateful for. Matter of fact, comment it down below. What's one thing you're grateful for? I am so freaking grateful for this view. And I'm so grateful that that very negative person turned out to be very positive when he took my money, because I wouldn't have the life. I wouldn't have anything I have in my life if it wasn't for this person doing what he did. Because I would still be on a treadmill trying to chase college speaking. And I wouldn't even have liked it. So think about something you're grateful for. Comment it down below. Go like this. Go like this. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe bell notification. If you haven't yet, check out my free success hypnosis. It's right there down below. It's pinned to the comments and it's in the description right there down below. So I created a free success hypnosis to reprogram my subconscious mind, right? Because there's a lot of negative people in the world, and there's a lot of negative belief systems that people have. And if we aren't careful, we often inherit other people's negative belief systems. So I created a success hypnosis to reprogram my subconscious, because when I dropped out of college and I decided I wanted to be a successful author and all these things, very few people agreed with me. Very few people thought it would work out. And I found myself inheriting other people's belief systems. And that's what's happened to you too. You've inherited other people's belief systems your whole life. You don't know it because they're subconscious, and sub means below. So they're below conscious, they're unconscious. All you got to do is reprogram them and your life will change forever. And the subconscious mind, you're able to reprogram it very easily. So right there down below, pinned to the comments and in the description is my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind. Just listen to it for a couple minutes every day. Every day I get these epic stories of people that are like, oh my God, I got this new job and I just attracted thousands of dollars and I sold my house finally and oh my God. And people think it's like magic. It's not magic. Hypnosis can seem like magic, but it's just, it's a basic psychological law. If you reprogram the subconscious, you'll change your life forever. So make sure you get that. It's free. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. If you're new here, thanks for watching this video. If you're a subscriber, thanks for watching this video. Take a deep breath in and out. Comment down below one thing that you are grateful for, and I'll see you on the next video.